private sector, climate change is both a risk and an opportunity. On the one hand, it's a risk because private sector actors are going to be affected by the impacts of climate change for sure. And also it could be a liability. So certain companies may be facing increasing liabilities on their carbon footprints. Now, on the other hand, it's also an opportunity where investing in renewable energy, reducing costs through energy efficiency, or other options in terms of carbon finance may actually be new opportunities for the private sector. So which is why at the MIF we've taken an approach of trying to promote a market-based approach to climate change, so market-based solutions. So what this does is it's trying to leverage private capital and know-how to really address the impacts of climate change. One area in which we work is, for instance, is venture capital, which can provide the capital and know-how needed to deploy new technologies and new solutions for climate change. Or on the other hand, it could also be microfinance, where we can provide small credit loans to entrepreneurs that want to buy biogas systems or solar panels in rural areas. So all these are private sector solutions to a global threat. And this also relieves some of the stress on governments to do this themselves. So it provides additional sources of funding to reduce emissions. Climate finance today has so far not included the smaller actors in most of the world. The resources for climate change tend to go to big projects, big actors, large brokers, large investment firms. While at the same time, the more vulnerable and poor populations are going to be the ones that are going to be impacted by climate change. So the challenge for development institutions are how can we bring this financing or downscale this financing to be more inclusive of smaller actors in their region. So what we're trying to do at the MIF is look at new financial mechanisms and new models to make that climate finance more inclusive. It could be promoting new markets, for instance, for small-scale biogas, in which small farmers can use the residues and the excrement from, cattle farming to actually produce renewable energy. Or it could be small-scale solar panels, or entrepreneurs promoting small-scale solar panels. Or it could be using the MIF's experience of microfinance to provide loans for small-scale energy or help their constituencies identify and manage climate risks. So these are some of the things in which we can help bring climate finance and climate resources to the ones who will be most impacted by climate change.